my mother's side, and all the African Moors will be part of my father's side.
That's beautiful. So did you get your rag yet? You get your rag for the Parkway?
Actually, you know what it is? It's not even, it's more than a rag. I mean, I've been repping black, but I mean,
this is true.
I think it's time to take that journey. We had this conversation before the show started. When are you going to take the journey? But I think more importantly, what I want you to do is next up between now, between now and before March. So between now and March.
Okay, come on, English.
I want you to take the Ancestry.com.
I will take it before March. How much did it cost you?
I mean, it's on sale. It goes up and down.
It's on sale. I don't know if I want to do my fucking DNA on sale.
I think I caught it like at 59 or 55, 59.
Okay,
yeah.
All right. That's not too bad.
Come on.
All right, I will do it. All right, here's the pact.
There's other ones to do. So I did the Ancestry.com. You can do the what is it?
20XY, 29Y.
29andMe?
Something like that. Yeah, some numbers and shit.
There's a few out there. There's a variation.
But yes, so here's the thing, right? I will have these results to read before my 26th birthday. That's in May. Listen, if I do the test in March anyway, we probably won't be back until May.
You're really dragging it, Malcolm.
I said I will have it to read in May, which means I have to take it by March. So what's the problem? You're really wilding right now.
You're really
anyway, listen, that last clip came from the episode Ladies First, episode 68. So we are going to move right along with this thing, keep this thing right on trucking. So this next episode
Here we go.
is a personal favorite of mine. Now, this clip is a little long, so settle in. I would take your time now to take a trip to the kitchen, maybe get some water if you're on the train. Hopefully a seat just opened up for you because we're going to be here for a little while. But this is episode 74, same episode as the Spades conversation. This is The Deepest Carafe. And first of all, this is one of my favorite titles for the show.
All in DC.
I mean, in the spirit of James St. Patrick is also a great episode title. But The Deepest Carafe was titled, this episode was titled that because our entire DC trip culminated with a 5-hour-long brunch, and I felt like the carafe was never empty. Like the mimosas never stopped. So
Jesus Christ.
Here is our recap of one of the most trying days I've ever dealt with Focus JRJ. Let's get into it. All right. Well, speaking of clowns. So this weekend we went to DC. Well, last weekend, I guess, ideally, because that was 2 weekends ago now.
The kickoff before 4th of July week.
Yeah, we went before 4th of July on purpose because I did not want to be in, the nation's capital with all of y'all MAGA-ass motherfuckers talking about this is the greatest weekend ever and the greatest holiday ever and the greatest country ever. So I was like, let's just do this the week before where there will be a lot less 4th of July patriotism shit going on.
That's right.
And that was the plan. So we went to DC. Overall score for the trip for you?
Overall, I would say an 8.5.
Wow, I'm gonna go 9.5.
I feel like we didn't go out enough, like at night.
Okay, so y'all, we are really old. So there was
that one. If I had went out like one more night, we went out one night.
We went out one night. Yeah, we're supposed to go out two.
So if the second
niggas
night
took naps, and then naps turned to 7 a.m. Yo, all right. So
but we made up for that.
But we made up for it.
So you know what? Right. It's a 9.
So
it's a 9.
Look, so here's the plan, right? So all right, let's just walk through the trip. So we get there Thursday.
Hold on, it's a 9.5.
Okay,
I'm gonna keep it at 9.5.
I'm like,
because we definitely made up for lost time.
Yes, we certainly did. All right, so
a lot. At 6 o'clock in the morning, we started. Not 6 o'clock. It was 7.
Yeah, it was more like 7:30.
I started breaking out the drinks, and everybody was looking at me like I was crazy. I was like, "Nah, we got to make up for lost time."
No, it wasn't that you were crazy. It was just like, can I eat something first? I didn't get because y'all was eating chips and Doritos. You gonna try to give me a fucking y'all? So y'all know I like my tequila, right? He gonna pour this much tequila, and then this much juice. I was like, no, this is not. I can't do this at 8:15 in the morning.
Nigga,
like, this is way too much.
If you ever been out of town with me,
because I will crash and burn.
Yeah, I know when I wake up on what type of time I'm on.
Okay,
I'm on that time.
Hold on now, because I will crash and burn like you crashed and burned. But we'll get back to that.
So I woke up with the shits.
So Jason woke up with the shits as we've discussed already. We were drinking, tequila and Hennessy and eating fucking chicken wings at 9 in the morning. No exaggeration. Like 9 a.m. Sunday morning. So we go to brunch. We go to Toro Toro, which is like downtown-esque-ish. And we show up not too lit, but lit enough. Like we showed up so lit that I walked in the restaurant and tried to convince the host that I was from Alabama. Why? Because drunk. I was real persistent on telling her that I was from Alabama.
Right.
But we get there, drinks are flowing. It was actually a pretty cool brunch because it was like a buffet style. So you kind of just get whatever you wanted, which I appreciated.
But the food was mad iffy.
You mean like taste wise? I thought it was good, but I was also drunk. So by that point,
selection. Like I never had.
Oh, it was iffy in selection.
I had clams and what was that? Oysters with a salad.
Yeah.
Twice. Because I didn't know what the eggs were like.
See, I didn't eat no eggs. The pancakes were good, but you don't really eat meat though.
I'm not fucking with pancakes.
The bacon was pretty good too, but they had an omelette station, but nobody was ever standing
Nobody was standing there.
So I was like, so what the fuck y'all got the station for?
It was just a come get fucked up spot.
Pretty much, right? So which I later got, as I'll explain. But
and Malcolm started playing the game.
What game?
The birthday game.
Oh yeah, well it actually was your birthday.
But it was your birthday too.
Your birthday was like 2 weeks ago, nigga.
Black people always need to celebrate our birthday.
This is true. But so anyway, we get there, we having a good time, we drinking, we run through our 2 hours. Somehow, I know what happens. Right, you're right. Oh, good call, because the birthday thing definitely tipped off all of this other energy. So we tell the host, it's Jason's birthday. He's like, all right, great. So he brings out the little, fucking candle and ice cream scoop and shit, whatever. Jason blows, so be it. So then the girl sitting behind us sends a shot over to the table. And she's like, I heard it was your birthday. We brought you a shot. First of all, by this point, we've already been at this place for like 2.5 hours. And
red flag.
We never had to ask to refill the cups. Like, the cups were never empty. So by this point, runneth over. Like, Tropicana tequila, orange juice over.
Homie, I don't know if he was trying to flirt or whatever.
So I realized that's his thing, right? So his name is Mimosa Bay. At least that's what he calls himself on Instagram.
Was he flirting with you?
He was. Well, I think he was just flirting just to.
Yo, Michael.
I think he was flirting.
Michael was knocking shit out the park. You heard? Keep that same energy. Come back, cuz. Come on.
So I think that's something he does every weekend, because as I looked on his Instagram, I was like, oh, his name, he calls himself like Mimosa Bay. And I was like, well, you're not really Mimosa Bay, but whatever. So be it. And he was a child. He was like 21 years old, Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So the girl sends Jason over a shot.
She ain't send it. She delivered it.
She delivered. Yes, she brought it, signed, sealed, delivered. She was yours.
But it was like a triple. It wasn't a regular shot. That shit
was it tequila?
It was a tequila, and it was
okay.
It was served in a Cavassier cup.
Oh, it was.
Glass.
It was.
So it had to be at least like 3 or 4 shots in there worth. It wasn't like a little shot.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't a regular shot glass. This is true.
It was enough to sip.
But I think it was kind of short though.
It was like a bowl.
A bowl
type of cup. It was very deep.
Anyway, so that shot was,
my demise.
Your demise.
So this is what I call it.
So from there, we end up talking to the people at the table behind us. First of all, I think the dudes were mad because I don't know if they brought them there, but like, so it was like 2 girls and 2 guys sitting at the table behind us. The 2 girls, well, at first one girl was like really, really, the one that brought over the shot was like really, really inviting, like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. She was real talkative, whatever. Later on, her other friends started being like real talkative, but them 2 niggas were like, had no interest in talking to us. Like, they had no interest. They were like, we brought these fucking bitches here to get them drunk off of brunch, and they talking to some other niggas. And,
oh my god.
Yeah, so they were not too happy with us.
Yo, the energy was very inviting too, because you know what? Not inviting, but very telling, I should say. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
I'm sweating here. It's just hilarious. Because, like fellas, I like when you out with shorties, and it's different like when it's your homegirls, or it's like it's a girl you may not be interested in. Like, I don't know what the situation is.
They were definitely either trying to pipe or
that's what it was. Cause I asked,
or it was like some rollover from last night clubbing. It was something like I don't know what the energy was, but there was like some layer there.
Cause when I'm out with my homegirls, it's like, yo, these are my homegirls. I don't give a fuck.
Go do your thing.
I don't give a fuck what you do.
Yeah.
Like, make sure you pull me something. Bring me something back.
Exactly.
But the look down into the stop drinking into the phones was like,
yeah.
And I was like, yo, it's homie. And then I broke, and I was like, yo, they cool? Like trying to figure out what they did, because at this point, the second homegirl had brought my chair to the table, and we sitting there talking, and we face to face.
And she was from Brooklyn, which is why I think we really kicked it off, because she was like, oh, I'm from I take the J train. I was like, oh, bitch, I live on the Q line, Brooklyn out here, we doing it, it's lit. They were not pleased.
Hate.
And I was
Malcolm said they were not pleased.
Oh, they were not pleased. And then I was so drunk that they were sitting at the table behind us. So a normal person at a restaurant would get up and walk to the table behind them and talk to the people. Me, not a normal person. I literally pushed my feet against the floor to push my chair back. The chair's not on wheels, so I'm scratching up these people's nice fucking wooden floors, and push myself all the way back 10 feet to the table to be like, what's happening, y'all? And them niggas was like, nothing. And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna scoot right back up to my friends over here.
And my black ass, and she was in my face. I was like, well, I'll see you later, Malcolm.
She was very much in your face.
And I kept talking. We was there for
oh, y'all sure were? I left y'all alone.
We was talking for 40 minutes.
And then I made friends at the table next to me.
Which was very spicy of me, because the girl that brought me the shot, she was almost looking at me like, nigga, I brought you here.
Oh, yeah.
And it was really complex, and I'm just like, but she's talking to me. You doing social butterfly shit too.
Right. Yeah, the table behind me I wasn't fucking with, but the table to the right, they were real cool.
So go ahead.
They were all HBCU people. They were just black millennials. And I was just like, this is, if I lived here, these would be my people.
So to put this in context, it's like me and Malcolm is hosting this party, but we not hosting.
No, honestly, right? It felt like we were
my name's not on the flyer.
Yeah, right. We were literally bouncing from table to table. All right, so what y'all doing over here now? Y'all enjoyed the wedding. Thanks for coming out. We appreciate y'all so much. We were gone. So
hold on. I did the okey doke move. I did the copper. I'm out. Let me go to the bar move.
You sure? No, I was get out of my brain, because I've arced the story out perfectly. I know where I'm going. I don't need the GPS. I live here.
I can't go nowhere, son.
So I'm sitting at the table, mind you, the whole time. So let's put this on a time frame now. So we got to brunch at maybe 12-ish, 12:30.
Right.
By this point, it is easily 3 o'clock.
Right.
Brunch is only supposed to be 2 hours. So we have definitely overstayed our welcome.
Poor Monica. She was...
Right. So Mimosa Bay is still pouring. Monica had to fucking leave because she was going to miss her flight. The goal was to go to brunch, go to the MLK, statue, monument, go back to Airbnb,
catch our flicks that we missed from the night before that we didn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Catch up on time.
Because we had to go see Marty. We're going to go see Marty.
I need to check myself on that. Go ahead.
Okay, so that was the plan. The plan was to be to MLK by 3 o'clock. That did not happen because someone decided to go to the bar and order shots for the whole table. And by someone, I mean not me. And by someone, I mean someone that's laughing right now.
I'm one of those people. I don't know what gets into me.
I don't know either.
It's like, Jesus.
You live in a stage of richness, because no matter how drunk I get, I'm never shots for everybody. I'm like, let me get a shot of tequila and just hold it down for me, a personal.
The spirits of Jesus come over me.
I don't know if that's Jesus.
And he turned
I don't know if that's the Lord.
Turn water into wine. I'm going to go keep the party going.
Okay, all right.
I don't know what it is.
Shots happen, and then y'all know it was all downhill from there. So
son. Malcolm's like, it's time to go.
Time to go. Especially because this nigga still wants to go to MLK. I was like, if we go into MLK, we need to leave right now.
So we snapping away. Malcolm's sitting in this girl's lap. The girl that brought me the shots. I was like,
yes.
Malcolm's playing both sides of the fence.
First of all,
I got low key jealous.
I really was not. First of all, she was sitting on my lap first, and then I was like, but I feel like, why did I end up sitting in her lap? Oh, because I got up and then she sat down. And she was like, you want your seat back? And I was like, no, I'm good. And she was like, no, just come sit on my lap. And I was like, all right, fine, whatever. But no need to be jealous.
Spice.
No need to be jealous. But what I was going to say was, so, brunch finally culminates. We finally leave. At this point, it's been easily 4 hours. So now it's 4:10 and we're like, all right, let's try to hit MLK real quick. I ordered the Lyft. Jay is still fucking running around child at Chuck E. Cheese. I spoke to the Lyft driver 3 times. Hey, sorry girl, we're coming out right now. Hey, so sorry. There's a problem with our car. They're trying to figure it out. I'm trying to make all the, fair excuses that would happen at a restaurant so she don't fucking drive off and they charge me $10 extra. So we finally go outside. We leave. We say goodbye to our peoples. And by this point,
which Malcolm did the social media trick to me again.
No, that's not true. I have all of their social medias. Okay. So that was you being given. So by this point, I'm also very faded. And I type in MLK Memorial, click add. click go. Do you remember this?
No.
So I click add, I click go.
No.
And we're driving through DC.
It was beautiful. The sun came over me.
The sun really did come over. It was so hot that day.
Sun.
But we're driving through DC.
The sun.
Right? And
yo, day drinking in the sun.
tell me about it.
Yo, go home. That's when you go home.
Tell you about it, right? So we're driving through DC and we're talking to the Lyft driver. She's so nice. She's like 21 and whatever.
I don't remember her.